Very much. Let me try to be real short. I took a count tonight, I guess. My count was 21 for, 7 against, and 5 either uncertain or neutral, requesting additional comments, if that made a factor. The only I don't have any cautions or anything. I don't have any problem with your design, by the way. I see nothing wrong. I'm not an architect. I've said that many times before. I'll say it again. I'm not all that sure about how buildings should or should not be designed. I never studied architecture in college. In fact, I was a liberal arts student, for whatever that means anymore. But we do have to pay attention to AB 32 and SB 375, as was suggested by my colleague, Mike Gregory. They're very pertinent to this project, and we have to consider those two bills as we move forward. Not going to get into the needs of art or the traffic or the parking. Naturally, most individuals pay too much attention to that and not really what this project means. This project means that as people living around that transit corridor, there will be a less need for the automobile. And obviously, we need to look into how individuals get to there, and that's where the importance of expanded shuttles and even AC transit service, which everybody would like to have, but naturally there's a cost involved. What I would like to do is just read from what is called Service Matters. This is a report that came out from ABEC, and I presume each one of my colleagues received it, and it is really, really pertinent to what we're discussing here. Can't read the whole thing, but let me read you some of the things I've outlined. In the Bay Area, 50% of our carbon emissions come from the transportation sector, with the majority of these emissions from cars. What if things were different? Communities with viable transit that are walkable and that have plentiful jobs or easy access to them are seemingly more resilient. Community resilience simply comes from the development pattern, the relative location of housing and jobs, access to transit, and the walkability of the community. These development patterns and access to transportation alternatives also reduces a community's contribution to transportation-related carbon emissions. Significant emission reduction from the transportation sector will require new transportation infrastructure, like rail extensions, more buses, and even freeway improvements. In addition, a change in personal behavior where more people simply choose to walk or take transit over driving will be needed. A combination of land use and transportation strategies will be necessary. For transit to succeed, sufficient densities need to be in place. If we want people to choose walking or transit, we have to build our communities as complete communities at a pedestrian scale that offers services to meet the day-to-day needs of residents and have real transit options. And to me, this is the bottom line on this project. There's been a lot of comments on it. I want to thank the audience for really being courteous to each other. But really, this is an item, I really feel that everyone in the audience, irrespective of what side of the fence you're on, needs to familiarize oneself with AB 32, SB 375. If we talk about schools, we all need to work with the Safe Routes to Schools program and get people out of their cars to get there. I'm not here to criticize the school district, and by the way, this city council, the past city council, have been working with the district over many years in an attempt to find locations for facilities, and for a whole variety of reasons that has not been accomplished because of environmental concerns, lack of space, and things of that sort. So we do have liaison committees with both districts. We'll continue to meet with the districts. We're there to help them. We're there to make sure that this community heads into the direction where all communities are heading. And that means, bottom line, is to reduce our carbon footprint. So with that, that'll close this part of the meeting. And from there, we go to city council comments if there's any. before? No?